something. Hello, Big Brother fan, Leanne, Steezy, Nana Parawolf, Rod Carson, Spring Curls. Hey. Hey guys, hey Amber. Crazy Cats. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? My gosh. I should have looked in a mirror. It's been a Monday, people. It's been Monday. I've been watching Big Brother 4, says Parawolf. You've got some time on your hands. Good for you. I can't. Oh my gosh, good. Loud and clear, says Amber. Awesome. Yay. Kind of getting found in a little bit. Let everybody join. Hello, Bridget, Cece, Joe M. Yes, we can hear you. Good. Lovely. 2013 night became a fan. Yay. Good. You should. Hi, everyone. Oh, wait, let me read. I'm signed in on the reality recap, so let me. Tweets aren't loading. Okay, let me retweet that. Oh, I love the fists. Oh, I said a pug? Oh, I love the pugs. Maximus Mom, hey! Hey, Susan, invited 369 people. Wow. Should I pose for a picture? Here's how I posed when I did the broadcast. Because we're going to be dishing the tea, okay, on Bravo shows and anything else you want. Because it's the holidays. So take your picture and share right now using that little thing that looks like a molecule. Right there. Awesome. Devin invited 133 people. Hey, Susan. I got a good one for you. Good. You want to call in and tell me in person? I'm hoping Eric is joining us. He's having issues. I guess Long Island, it's dark and rainy. John, you are too cute, Lori. Oh, thank you, girl. So are you. It's dark and rainy and this internet, so you might just have me. I hope that's okay. I'm in a good mood. It's been a Monday. And and the whole thing I could think of was to be with you guys. Awesome. Perfect. Hey. Ugh, same here. Okay. Concord, the RLD issues. We love you. Good. I love you too. Happy to see you, John says Skeezy. Happy to read you, Skeezy. And if you want to be a guest, I can see you then as well. We'll do guests. We'll do whatever you want. But we're going to have lots of stuff to talk about. Bravo. Lots of gossip happened this last week. I know some of you aren't huge Bravo fans. But you know what you guys do have is an opinion. And I'd love to hear it. And if it's funny, I want to hear it more. Just like, what do they say in Steel Magnolias? If you have nothing nice to say, come sit by me. I'm just teasing. It's all good fun, people. Yay, Brian K. became a fan of reality recaps. Michael, on the Pulse with John. On the Bravo Pulse. This is the Bravo show. I also, for some of you guys that are new, I also do a Survivor show on Wednesdays, same time. It is our last one because it is the finale, and we do a show just before the finale. What? Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm reading the comments too, and it's flying back so much. Mike and Molly got canceled? Oh my gosh. I love Mike and Molly. I cannot believe it. There must be a joke or a Scrooge or something. Or Grinch. A TV producer Grinch. Oh my gosh. I'm upset. Anyways, I also do a Survivor show. It's our last one before the finale. I've been dared, or I placed a bet, not a dare. That's another show. About when I am going to eat something. Let me do the intro really quick for the YouTube people and the iTunes people, and then we will jump right into our show because it is that time. We're right on schedule. So, and you guys can hear me okay, right? I'm not like blowing out your speakers or your earbuds. You can give me advice on boys. I certainly will. Absolutely, whatever I can do. These years of knowledge are yours for this next hour. If that's worth anything to you. I'll share what I've learned. This is a sharing place. Oh, perfect. You're fine, says Joe M. All right. I'm going to do the official intro, and then we'll get going. Hey, everyone. John Richardson here with your reality recaps. We are talking everything Bravo TV for the next hour. I'm so excited. Please follow me at Comedy Jonah. You can follow me everywhere on social media. But make sure you also follow us at Reality Recaps or visit our website at yourrealityrecaps.com. When you're there, become a patron. It really helps us out. They're never a small amount. It allows us to bring you content and blogs and shows and cooking shows and all kinds of fun stuff that we like to do. When you become a patron, you also get an invitation to visit our secret Facebook group of patrons. But it's a great group. You can talk to people. It's a positive place to go. You can talk about what's going on. You can talk to us directly. You can even join us on our shows like this one. And we broadcast this on the younow.com. Also, when you're at realityrecaps.com, there's a square that has like the Amazon logo in it. If you're shopping at Amazon, especially if you're a Prime member, because you're getting free shipping, you want to start your shopping from yourrealityrecaps.com. When you get to Amazon and make your purchase, a small percentage comes to us, really helps us out, and it doesn't even come out of your pocket. It's just something that happens that Amazon does. So it's a great little feature. All right, so we're jumping in. We've got a great group in the chat room. Wow. We found out some non-Bravo stuff, that Mike and Molly was canceled. My head is blown out the back. I can't even show the back of my head. Are you ready for Adele tonight? I'm so excited. Bridget C says, I'm excited too. She's doing, I think, a live performance in New York City. So I'm super excited about that. John is here. We're excited. Yay! If Eric's Wi-Fi kind of comes back up for a little bit, I don't see him not joining. But again, we're going to have guests. You guys can call in, become a guest. We'll chat all kinds of reality TV. Big Ange from Mob Wives. I did hear that. Love and Kindness. That her cancer's back. I'm so sad about that. I love me some Big Ange. Big heart, big boobs, big heart. Sweet, sweet soul. And I'm just, Kelly Rice says, no more Mike and Molly. Oh no, I know. Melissa McCartney is just brilliant and everything that she does. I can't believe that that's not happening. I think Teresa gets out on the 23rd, I've heard. Says Susan, 7 heard. I think so too. It's just right before Christmas Eve, so she better get out those Gucci plates. Start getting that table set for Christmas Eve. I'm glad Teresa's going to be out. Yes, Breezy Babe. This is great. This is good advice. Talk about shows. I was reminded about Adele tonight too, so I'm super happy about that. So I'm super excited. Teresa's back with her girls. I think her girls really missed her. I know that Joe goes in February, and this is from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Speaking of the Real House, we also learned last night from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh no, sorry, from Watch What Happens Live after Atlanta, that Phaedra's husband, Apollo, has been moved to the same jail that Joe Giudice is checking into in February. Is there just a segment in this prison in New Jersey where the husbands of the housewives go? I don't. It's weird. Just time to shop and celebrate Christmas, says Allison. Yep. Ferris says, get to the boy advice. Okay. Enough about Teresa. Yes, I want to be I do too, says Maximus Mama. They've never met before. I guess they're going to meet now. Who knows what's going to happen? It's crazy. So Atlanta was on last night. Wasn't too exciting. Kim Fields, you see, is having a tough time adjusting to this cast, which, yeah, who wouldn't? Crying a lot, missing her family. I'm hoping she'll just snap out of it and just go with the flow. I wish she would have watched a few episodes before she joined the cast, before she signed the paperwork. I don't know. Parents, stop being so rude. Who's being rude? Wow, he for sure won't be seeing his boys now. What happened with having the BB couples on every week? Well, J623, we want them on every week, but sometimes we can't get them scheduled. So if whoever you want to see on this show or during the week with Eric, tweet them. Tell them do you want to see them on reality recaps, and we'll do it. Trying to read some of the stuff. He got transferred. Apollo did, yes. Maximus Mom. Sort with the husband's business together. All right. Another husband we learned a lot about. Oh, we've learned about other husbands too. We learned a little bit more about what's happening with Yolanda's marriage and why it kind of broke up. It looks like a lot of it had to do with her Lyme disease and her illness. A lot of this we're going to see on, I think, this season of Beverly Hills, as far as the ladies kind of maybe thinking she's taking it a little too far. I think we discussed it too last week as well. Do you have a minute of silence for me, please, for the very important reason, please? This is Ethan Garber. Can you have a minute silence for me, please, for a very important reason, please? A minute of silence. Well, this is a live broadcast, so it's tough to have that, but I hope you're okay. You have done all of your Christmas shopping yet, John? I have not. I'm one of the people that wait to the last minute. My life partner had his birthday this weekend, so I get so busy at the beginning of December making everything birthday-ish, because I feel bad for especially him, my sister, the December babies that have that birthday so close to Christmas. It kind of sucks. My sister growing up, she got a present and it was, hey, for your birthday and for Christmas, and it sucked. So we just finished all of his birthday stuff, and now this week we're focusing on Christmas, which is, I have a darker background so you guys can see me. Hi, Miss Dawn Draper. Yay, join. Showing you some love. My boy toy is singing to me, says Megan. Good. Haven't sing to all of us. Join in. He doesn't play music, but hugs to you. Good. I've used all my free likes, says Skeezy. Well, thank you. My gosh, you guys are great. We've got almost 400 in like 8 minutes. Awesome. Allison P says, I went out today, brought my kids, so of course I couldn't finish because I never think straight. You can buy kids now. I'm kidding. That's so funny. So all that stuff came out with kind of David Foster. It kind of ended their relationship. I guess kind of ended their connection, which is kind of sad because, with marriage, it's better for, death do us part, better for worse, sickness and in health. But, I don't know if maybe some people aren't reading or forgetting that those vows are there. Wish they would. But the big thing that we found out was a lot about Mauricio, who I love on Beverly Hills. He's Kyle Richards' husband. He's doing super great in real estate. He has the agency in Beverly Hills, enough to take trips to Italy. I think they went to Italy and they went somewhere else. Lisa and Ken joined them last week on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and we saw Lisa and Kyle got to get into it a little bit, and we learned that Kyle was disinvited, then she was invited again, but then only some of the kids were invited because they were in the wedding and the older kids weren't, and Mauricio wasn't. And that was a huge thing. I can't imagine why only half your family would be invited to a wedding. I mean, it's kind of rude. I guess there's been some tension for a while. A lot of the gossip that's around that is, I guess, that Mauricio years ago worked for Kathy Hilton's husband, Mr. Hilton. I don't know his name. And I guess when he wasn't promoted, he got upset and said, you know what, I'm just going to go out on my own and do my own thing. And I guess they had a buddy thing about not stealing people's contracts or clients, and Mauricio broke it. So he's not a big fan of Mauricio. It's his daughter getting married. He's fitting the bill. Doesn't want Mauricio there. I guess it's drawn some really bad blood. And I have all this gossip to thank to Mrs. Dawn Draper. Thank you. What else? So there's been all of this kind of tension. Kyle's kind of caught in the middle a little bit. So it's really, really sucks for Kyle. I guess, is it Rick Hilton? I think it's Rick. He came back and said that, the reason Mauricio wasn't promoted was because some of the way he did business was a little shady, and he didn't want to be associated with that or maybe promoted up into his company. So, oh my gosh, just lots of stuff happened. Okay, what's happening in the chat room? Really strange family dynamics. It is so strange. All the Hiltons and the Richards are trash. So the Vertigo Baker, they're acting a little trashy. Members of my family acting a little trashy too, including myself at times. But we're emotional beings. What can we do? Which housewives are we on? We're jumping all over the place, Michael C. We just talked about Beverly Hills. We talked a little bit about Yolanda's husbands. We're on the husbands for some reason. A lot of gossip came out about that. I love the emojis. I love the camera. I love this. We're just dishing the tea about the husbands. Maximus Mom, I would never go to a wedding if my kids are not invited. I agree with you. My spouse has to be invited. My kids, my animals, everybody. It's awful. I mean, I agree that sometimes, I've got friends and families that have spouses that, I'm not crazy about them either. And I have to think, well, I don't have to date them and I don't have to marry them and I'm not around them a lot. So get over it. You know what? It is what it is. That is the person that you love and care about. That's who they chose for themselves. And that's okay for them. Let them be happy. Let them do that. But still be a friend, still be there, still invite them to the important things, right? You can take a group picture and then have the spouses removed and just take your own with your friend. You know what I mean? There's ways to do it. So if later on they break up, you still have that great picture of just you and your friend at that milestone moment. Easy to do. Parawolf, Nikki married well, but the Rothschild would be hard to live in. And can you expect you can't screw up in a $500 billion? It's true. I think money's great, but I don't think it's everything. And I just think, if that's for you and you can be your own natural, calm self and relaxed self, that's great. I could not. I I could not put on those type of airs about myself. Miranda says, my bro got married. His wife didn't want me there. It was grateful. And you were grateful. Well, I hope you didn't give I hope you didn't give your brother a hard time if you didn't show up. But that would be hard for your brother. How could he not have his sister there? You know, it's funny because, you know, going the whole thing with like the birthday weekend with my partner, and his family decided to go see the Mockingbird Jay with the Hunger Games, and we hadn't seen part one in a while, so we came home and started watching all of the Hunger Games in a row. You know, and I was just thinking, you know, I don't have, unfortunately, the best relationship with my sister that I would like to have. But you know what? I had this dream where she was chosen, and you know, and she was gonna be on the reaping, and I think that's what they call it, on the reaping. And I'm like, no, you kids, no, I will go, I'll be fine. Like, you know, and I love her. She never lets you talk. She can't get a word in edgewise. But I was like, I'm talking. You listen to me. I'm going. So she's my sister. I still love her. We might not always see eye to eye, but that's what you do. Koznick, husband hasn't talked to his daughter for many years now because she was going to have. I think I'm missing half conversations here. Do know enlightened marketing. Enlightening? Stepbrother Walker. All right, let me jump into something. I want to see Yolanda's mini fridge in her new. Thank you, Maximus Mom. Thank you. I do too. When she called in and told us, you know, we have a condo in Seattle. We want one with like the ice maker and stuff. But we have, it's a weird shape where they make the refrigerators, but they don't have the water in the door. You can't get the water in the door because it's just a weird shape. It's a little bit bigger than like an apartment fridge, but it's not a full size fridge. And I'm going to make my own Comedy Jonah fridge. I'm just going to do it. I just want baskets of just fruits and vegetables, and I cook a lot. I hardly throw anything away because I cook so much. So, Skeezy, Vertical Baker stocking my mugs. Thank you. I love it too. It's got a little Merry Christmas in there. Happy Hanukkah. Last night was the last night of Hanukkah. For all you Hanukkahs out there. My bro is okay with it, says Amanda. Knows I can't stand her and she hates me. We never got along because I call her on her BS. That's the thing too, Miranda. And guess what? I'm just like you. I call BS out all the time. But you know what I'm remembering? And I'm not saying this is you. I'm saying this is me. But a lesson I've learned that I have been learning this last year is not to win every battle. I don't have to win every battle. I call out the one BS, and it's a scene, and I look like a lunatic and everything else. And then that's all I need to do. And then I just choose my battles. So maybe for your brother's sake, choose the battles better. I don't know. I don't know your situation, but yeah, I'm exactly like you. Any info on the new Bravo shows? I don't know what you guys think of. Where is it? Got my notes here somewhere. Did you guys watch Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce? It's the scripted one. I love it. I think it's cute. And the actress that is the lead actress in that used to live by me in LA. And she's super sweet. We used to go grocery shopping in the same store. Let me try to keep up with the show. I can't stand Lisa Rinna. Her ways are so fake to me. I liked before Real Housewives, not much now. Maximum, so really, because I kind of like Lisa Rinna. I mean, she's a little overboard. I think she's doing a lot of on the emphasis, but I think at the end of the day, I think I think her head's kind of screwed on straight. I like that her daughters just work at a regular deli, and especially at that age, and a lot of kids, in that zip code do not, and they've got their Porsches and everything else. Tracy's all like Lisa. I'm assuming Lisa Rinna. I got both Lisas. Abby has a new mess. Go back to work next week until still has confusion from Claire. Veins in the brain. Abby. Boy, the chat room is flying. Oh my God, John, they are saying Big Angie's throat cancer is back. I know, flippin' Skittle. It's so upsetting. I love Big Ange on couples therapy. Mob Wives starts again next month. Oh, because I can't thank you enough for your prayers, Abby love. Nice. Yeah, so I like that new Bravo show. I'm not watching workouts. I have trouble getting into my own workouts with my trainer during the week. I definitely don't want to watch it. We talked last week about Top Chef in California and how great that is. So that's good. I have not caught up with that with all of the holiday stuff. With that. Vertigo Baker, hey, John in chat, what was your worst job ever? Oh my goodness. My worst job. Everybody says with me that I would make a good wait. Listen, I tip really well, by the way. I am a good tipper. I have absolute respect. Everybody's like, John, you should be a waiter. You'd be so great. Your tables would love you. So I decided to do that. I was, in my early 20s, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do that. Someone gave me a chance and said, listen, if you can serve the employees' holiday party at the restaurant, we'll take you on as a waiter or a trial waiter or whatever it's called. I didn't last one day. It was so hard. I couldn't figure out the in and out with the doors. People were running into me. I broke stuff. It was really hard. It was hard to not be so nervous about, and I didn't know the different trays. So like I had one of the biggest trays that you could have there. I don't even know if there's names for them because it didn't last a day. And I had about 15 wine bottles on it and was trying to walk with it into the kitchen to throw them into the recycle. And I dropped half of them and broke them. It was just horrible. That would probably have been my worst job. And I just think any jobs on Mondays, just terrible. Big Silla says, I don't have much respect for chefs that make their food for critics or food writers. Cook from the soul. I agree with you. But I think, you know what? I think they're kind of being on those shows because they have their own restaurant. It's free publicity. And, yeah. That's what it is. 90 Day Fiancé and Married at First Sight, says Skeezy. I don't understand that. It's insane. I think that just really, we're bad at marriage enough, right? And I'm not speaking for my people, or your people. We need to get better at it. I don't think we need shows that, you walk up and, so you're marrying, or, yeah, Married at First Sight especially. Pump Rules comes on tonight. It does. And what an exciting episode Pump was last time, because of course it was Gay Pride. Burp, burp, burp. And how fun it is. Her restaurants in West Hollywood are on like the best corner in West Hollywood. And it's so much fun and it's so crazy. And boy, what an episode. What was it? Lauren, the one that slept, excuse me, with James, the other host, because there's Lala, who's the host, and then you got Lauren, and Lauren's her best friend, and hugging her, and oh my gosh, Lauren, oh my god, oh, you're so good. Hey, he doesn't have to tell you who he slept with. He doesn't have to tell you where those scratch marks and bite marks are. And then we find out it's Lauren, the one she's hugging. I can't, what? The hostess, who we've never seen before, outslutted them all in one episode. I was shocked. It was hilarious. We saw James and Lala not being very happy with each other. And then the episode ends with Lala taking off with Jax to go somewhere, which if you've been there, there's really not a lot of places really to go in that particular area of West Hollywood. Maybe Hamburger Mary's for a bite. But, if you watch the after show on BravoTV.com, you see that James and Lala are just fine, and fine enough to collaborate on a song. So the song we hear, Lala kind of, putting down the tracks, as they say in the biz. That they're finishing up. They just have the bridge to go, is what James said on the after show. And I have no idea what any of that means. So I'm not a singer. I could try, but I don't think you guys would all log off. It's just not good. Unless you like Belinda Carlisle from the Go-Go's. Access Home says, I like Lala. I kind of do too. And I felt bad because last Monday on Watch What Happens Live, Kristen was on it. And I had tweeted out, because her face, I didn't understand the extent of her injuries. So I was one of those people, and it's been done to me. And now I turned around and did one of those things where I just tweeted out something kind of mean. I was trying to be funny, but you know what? When I reread it, it was kind of mean. I said something about her fillers, that maybe she should wait a couple days, like Brandy on the Real Housewives, because, it's fine that you get the fillers, people, and I'm talking not just the ladies, I'm talking the men too. You can get your fillers, but get them a couple days before you're supposed to go out in public, because you got to let the swelling and the puffiness go down. I thought Kristen kind of had that. There was a little misshapenness. Then as the show went on, I realized she'd had, I think, 3 corrective surgeries because she had stepped out of an Uber and slipped and hit the bumper and messed up her face. And I deleted my tweet. I was a responsible person. That is my advice. It's easy to be the person sitting behind a computer or on your phone and just, talking crap. But you know what? I mean, if it turns out we're just too mean, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you know what they say. You know what your mama used to say to you. You have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay? And that's my lesson. That's one of the many lessons that we're going to have today. Eye socket was crushed, says Con for Peace. Yes! And Kristen's not my favorite. I get her now. I get her. I understand her role in this. Whatever. Her and Stassi are friends again. Stassi was in the audience on Watch What Happens Live last week with her. They even tweeted out a picture. Everybody's kind of forgiven. I get it. I did things in my 20s and 30s. I wasn't the most responsible. I wasn't a Christian, but I wasn't, I was, a little highfalutin, whatever you want to call it. And I get it. She doesn't bother me like she used to. I get what she's supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. But, I would love to see Kristen just kind of turn it around. I would love her to stop acting the way she's been and start acting. What do they say? Success is the best revenge. You become successful. It doesn't matter what anybody says, anybody does. Right? No one's going to touch you. Redheaded Michelle, what do you think the Stassi story online is going to be? Well, I'd heard, and I hope you guys know more, that Stassi has been, I think, and this might be old news, I don't know, put me in my place, okay? That's okay. Oh my, Okay, first of all, we're halfway through the show. We have over 1,200 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. This actually keeps Comedy Jonah on the air with your reality recaps. So I appreciate it. I heard that Stassi and her relationship was kind of on the rocks and that she was kind of trying to get back into Vanderpump Rules. So that's what I'd heard. She's worth like 45K. I was shocked to learn that. I didn't think she works. Who is 45K? Is it Stassi or Kristen? Separate apartments. Oh, we love you, John. Love you too, Big Zilla. Yeah, it's still not that's not a whole lot. Can't stand Stassi for longer than a few minutes. Too spoiled. I just think it's, like the mean girl the mean girl's best friend sleeps with her boyfriend, and those two could make it back to each other. You know what I mean? Like, what does that say? I started looking at my relationships with family and friends and like, if those two can do it, what? The people I'm mad at haven't done half of that to me, and I'm kidding. No, I'm very few. I'm very lucky that I don't have issues with. Maximus Ons, once upon a time, I thought Jax was hot. Now all I see is a sweaty, white-faced cheater. Ew. I agree with you. He's kind of like the guy in the porno, right? The greasy guy that's all they're good for. You don't want to... Jax is looking a little road hard. I get that. I don't know if it's the third nose. I don't know if it's just the lights are hot. But yeah, Jax is looking a little, not as fresh as he used to. Stassi's been hanging out with Fashion Police a lot lately. Ooh, is that still on? I know Melissa took over that, but I didn't know if it was still on or not. I gotta check. I thought I was DVRing it. If he laid off some of the hard living, he might look better, says Love Riley. I agree. I think Jax would look a lot better. I've laid off, and I'm starting to look a little more fresher myself, even though I kind of look, I don't know. I got to figure out this camera. It used to work so good, and now I don't understand what's happening. All right. We've had a guest sitting here for a while. Devin is my fabulous Twitter YouTube. Okay, let's see if we can bring Devin on from California. Make him a guest. See if it connects. He's been hanging on a while. Devin, are you there? Devin. Where to go? Knowing this one thing. Too funny and so true regarding Jax. Do we think Jax is a little jealous of James? I'm not sure. And I'm glad you ladies especially are, not giving Jax and James the free slut pass. Like, if it's a girl, she's horrible and trashy, but the guys usually get the free pass, and I think they shouldn't. Can you guest Jesus for advice? Or Jesus? I like Jesus. I don't know if, let's try, there's no Jesus, but there's a Devin in the guest queue. And he's blowing kisses. But I sure can. They have to go into the guest queue if they want to be a guest. So if you want to tell Jesus, no free pass. A hoe is a hoe, says Lisa D. Tech girl. Okay. Amen to you, sister. Absolutely. James gets a free pass because he's 23. Jax needs to get it together, or at least be more discreet. It's hard to be discreet on a reality show. So, yeah. You should get Botox live on the air, says Debbie Downer McGee. Are you talking about Jax? I have not gotten Botox, and I don't plan on it for a while. I don't kind of like my character lines. All right. I'm not really watching Aubrey ski too much. It's kind of like Below Deck, but on the slopes. Um, the thing I'm enjoying on Bravo is the commercials for the new Housewives of. Gosh, I'm gonna mess it up. Just looked at the name. I just looked at the name and now um, Poltmock. Don't get Botox or the wrong thing. Platonic. That's right. There it is. Thank you, Vertigo Baker. I've never heard of it. I think it's hilarious. You know, I was talking, I think last show a little bit about the Housewives of Cheshire. How it's just the outfits. It's 80s glamour. Reminds me of Knots Landing. Reminds me of Dynasty. You know, and then I thought, okay, maybe that's a little more European. You know, we've been trying to, Princess Glammy's been busy with her holiday stuff. She's got a family. You know, she wants to be here. We love talking to her about all the European stuff because she's our European on the show. I'm more the American. But they just seem to have bigger, brighter, shinier outfits. So now I guess that place is in Washington, D.C., I'm seeing kind of the same outfits. I don't know what's happening. Potomac River. Okay, it is in the DC area. This is where Randall Hill. Thank you. We need a Vegas Housewives show. Right? I would love it. Like one's a showgirl by day, is, you know, running a nursery by night. I don't know. So that would be fun. Is it? I love Below Deck, Vertigo Baker. It is so much better than the snooze fest. It is kind of, the Aubrey ski is a little bit of a snooze fest. I've watched a little bit of it. I just couldn't get into it. I still am catching up with this season of Below Deck, but I've heard it's just been great. Below Deck is off to shoot a Mediterranean show, right? I believe so. I know that they're not canceled like Mike and Molly. Oh my, mind blown again. Still horrified. Oh, Megan, I can't believe. Thank you so much for all those likes and little big. Thank you so much, Little Big Red. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate it. DC show was short-lived. It just, I don't know what's happening. They are trying to get the Real Housewives of Nashville going, says Debbie Downer McGee. I would love to see Nashville. I would love to see that. What else is going on? I know Million Dollar Listing is about to wrap up. Haven't seen much of Los Angeles this year. Recipes for Deception I've never even heard of until now. It sounds like a Lifetime movie. Check it out. Thanks. All right. We still have Devin in the queue. I can't get him connected. Should we try again? Devin? Oh, it's a different picture. Brandon, California. Devin. Lori R. says there are 13 new episodes of the new Mike and Molly yet to air. Good. Where am I? Love Riley. Really? The Soup is canceled too with Joel McHale? I haven't watched it in a while, but that sucks. That's really funny. Anyone knows where I could see the Dolly movie that was on NBC? It wasn't on NBC. It was on something else. Oh, it's connecting. Hey, Devin.
Fabulous, darling. Okay, first of all, darling, you are fabulous. Okay, word of advice, darling, you are fabulous, Hattie. Okay, to all the gay men out there, honey, you better work it, honey. You better work it, hunty.
Thank you, darling.
And you're fabulous,
What are you
honey.
doing?
You better work it, honey. Work it. Love the cup, sweet. Love the cup. The only show I wish they would bring back is the DC Housewives. I'm sorry. I loved that show. It was fabulous. But
Which show?
Oh, they need to change the damn cast, honey. Oh, okay. Scandalous.
What's your favorite show?
What do they say? The Real Housewives of Orange County. Loved their
Did
cast.
you like the season? Did you
Hated.
like the season
I wanted to bitch slap Vicky. I'm sorry. Okay, the woman is a bitch. Okay, the woman is a bitch. Like the whole cancer shit, honey. Oh, darling, I could go home. 15-minute ran by that woman.
So, do you think she knew the whole time?
And word of advice, I love that show. Love it.
Yes.
Yes. And I did watch the Atlanta Housewives. Love that show, actually. Love it. Love that show.
Do you miss Nene?
I do miss Nene on this show, yes, but I think their cast now is a good cast.
What do you think of Kim?
But to me, they kind of they did too early in their season for that cast.
Do you like
and
Kim?
I mean, like, not to say that it was a good cast. It was like, okay, great, whatever. But Sheree is back.
Yeah. I love
Sheree. Darling, I want her shoes. They are like fierce. They are like fierce shoes. I love.
Yeah.
I don't know if the New York Housewives are coming back for another season or not. I haven't seen anything on
They're filming now.
Slice.
They're filming now.
Fabulous! Ooh,
New York South.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Follow Ramona. You'll see.
And I hope they keep the same cast. I hope they keep the same cast. As before.
I think it is the same cast. I know it's Ramona, the Countess, Carol's there, Bethany's back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're all filming.
I didn't mind Bethany. But considering I think the woman was way too much into herself last season. And it was just
so come on, you bad. Like
she was too much into herself in that season.
If I had to pick between Nene and Bethany, I would pick Bethany. Who would you pick?
Yeah. But I mean, like, I did mind Bethany in her season. It was that I think she might come off as a real bitch. I don't know.
Yeah. Abrasive. Very abrasive. But
I will say this. Melissa's husband on the Jersey Housewives, oh, honey, yummy.
Whose
with
husband?
a capital hottie.
Whose husband?
Melissa's husband on the Jersey.
Oh, Joe Giudice.
Oh, honey, he is delicious. Yes, he is delicious. He is cute. With a capital hottie.
All of us West Coasters love the East Coast boys, right?
Oh, honey, holla. Holla, honey.
I love Juicy.
And he is delicious. He is delicious, darling.
I do. The chat room's correcting me. I do mean Joe Gorga. Juicy Joe is the Joe
Gorga. Okay, Gorga. Okay, Gorga, fabulous. Now he is
Gorga. I don't like the one going to jail.
Oh no, sorry. I'm sorry, but Gorga. Oh, honey, oof, he was delicious. And I have watched a Housewives show on YouTube, and it was the Housewives of Melbourne.
Love Melbourne. Love Gina.
Okay, I sort of liked her, but then she kind of became a real biatch in the last reunion show. Like, she was a bitch. Like, swear to God, like, I wanted to bitch slap her. I wanted to bitch slap the woman.
I love the hair doesn't move.
I was
just full.
Okay, I'm like, honey, the hair doesn't move there, sweetie darling. Oh. She looks like Alexis Carrington out of Dynasty to a T.
That's what I mean. She's like a real.
I loved the reunion show, but I wanted to slap her. I was like, darling, you're throwing too much shade at me. I wanted seriously just go through my iPad and just slap her. I swear to God, like their fashion tastes almost out of like Dynasty meets Dallas.
Yes.
Now,
totally.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear to God, honey, I mean, I liked their fashion taste, but I'm like, darlings, I'm like, go to like Sex Avenue or something, honey, and buy some clothes to sweeties, because I don't know who was doing that show, but I'm like, oh my God.
Well, and that's what the Housewives of Potomac look like too.
Ugh. Okay, swear to God, if I ever find it on YouTube, I will watch it. Now, Botched, the Doctors, oof, hello, hotties.
Love Botched. Who's your favorite, Paul or
Okay, first of all, love the Doctors on Botched. They are delicious. They are like, Paul? I'll take one of your whole hotties.
Paul or Terry? Who's your favorite?
Oh, he's key. Okay, good question. Terry. Terry is a hottie. Terry is cute.
Yes. Oof. Dubrow is cute. I think Paul's cute
He's
too.
a 10, honey. Exactly. I swear to God. East Coast. Fabulous. And I have watched Vanderpump Rules. I love their season.
You do? Like
I think some TLC shows. I did see The Hunger Games Part 2. Love it. Loved it.
The Part 2.
I did watch Bob Wives. I did watch the reunion show. Loved it.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Couples Therapy?
Yeah, not. I will watch some shows, but it's just like, okay, I have to get into their first season so I know what the hell's going on. I have watched Gypsy Wives and the Sisters.
Gypsy Wives?
On TLC. No, darling. Okay. Yeah. I know K plus 8. Well, plus it, whatever.
It's still on.
It's back on for their season. Okay, word of advice. I want to slap her. I'm sorry. Okay, I hate her with a T, and she's had facelifts, and she's had the plastic surgery. I'm like, darling. I'm like, no, darling. And I love RuPaul's Drag Race. Love it show. Love it.
Are you getting ready for the Christmas special?
Darling.
I think it's on tomorrow night.
Fabulous. Love it.
Have you downloaded Rolodex of Hate with Bianca Del Rio? I went and saw her in Portland. Funny as shit. So funny. I met her and everything.
Fabulous. And I will say this. I love Adele. I think she has the most amazing voice on her.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite songs, and which I think is every gay man's fabulous song, is Lady Marmalade. Loved it. And spoiler alert, they are going to remake it again with probably different singers. Now, if they were to remake it, my only thing is that remake with good singers. Don't remake that song with crappy biatchy singers. I'm sorry. It was done by Miss Patti LaBelle. Christina Aguilera, Smart, Thinking Little Kim. I'm like, no, darling. If you're going to remake that song, honey, you better work it. Altino Shea. Okay. Altino Shea. And I will say this, personal plug, I support gay, lesbian rights. I support equality. I think gays, lesbians are fabulous. I'm gay, honey. I have a fabulous boyfriend.
You are?
Whatever. I'm 31, honey. He's 52.
Oh.
So like older hunting, more experience. And guys, like him up. He is fabulous. Yes.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
And I think are doing All Star Big Brother US. I think. Which my thing is that if they have at least a good cast, they don't. I ain't gonna watch it. Sorry. Well, they better.
I love this last season of Big Brother too.
Okay, word of advice. My friend and I hate the host of the Canadian Big Brother. I'm sorry. Her fashion the last season was the craps. Now it's okay. I'm like, darling, do not wear plunging necklines hunting. No, darling.
Okay.
And I swear to God, I'm like, my friend and I realized just like, oh, darling. I'm like, take the fashion chips, honey. I swear to God.
Devin,
we are fabulous,
so
honey.
Much. Thank you so much for joining me.
Fabulous,
I appreciate it.
You are fabulous, darling. You are fabulous.
Take care, Katie.
You are fabulous, hunting.
Again. All right, bye. Oh my gosh, Devin was hilarious. What a big personality. Woo! Fill up a space. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Bye, Devin. Everybody's like, bye. Oh my God, thank you, John. Randall Hill says, oh my gosh, was giving me a run for my money with all the reality shows he's watching. All right. I know somebody said, let's get back to the show. So let's get back to it. I know in the beginning someone had wanted some boy advice. And I don't know if they still need it or not, if they're still in the room. So if you are, get in the guest queue or type in your comment really quick. Jill Infuse says, John, what about Atlanta? We talked a little bit about it, Jill. We saw last night. We're hoping Kim gets into the swing of things. The girls in the bikinis. But it looks like next episode, they're going to have a huge fight on a boat again. So, I don't know. I'm kind of getting over the physical violence of Atlanta. But I like them. I'm glad Sheree's back. I like that. Love the Housewives. Paul is my favorite. Paul is my favorite. Love the Housewives. Paul is my favorite, says Vanessa. I need advice. Okay, what do you need? What's up, Tammy? I think Lisa is too mellow for that group. For Housewives, do you like Tammy? Oh, Jill, do you like Tammy? The one with the braids, the big blonde braid. I think Tammy is like black licorice. You either like it or you don't. I thought Tammy handled herself really well at the table when she was confronted by Sheree and then even confronted about sleeping with her husband. I thought Tammy handled it well. And you know what I liked too? Thank you, Jill. I'm glad that you like that. The other thing I liked about Tammy too is when they said, you know, Sheree probably wouldn't have married him if he wasn't like a football person or whatever. And she looked down and closed her eyes and went, yeah, I probably said that. So I liked that she owned it. So, you know, she's kooky. I agree with Cynthia, but you know what? I think you take kooky and everything over mean and shady and all that stuff. Just like Cynthia said in her little off-camera interview. Oh my God, where did they find Tammy? Good Lord, what a mess. She's her own. I don't know if I agree she's a mess, but she's definitely her own woman. You can't fault her for that. What else? I think Sheree's good. I didn't think I saw Sheree and Kenya really becoming friends, especially after the very first season. So, but I like it, I guess. Better than Kim crying all the time, you know? I don't know. I guess so. What else? Oh my God, I'm almost out of my tea, and we're throwing the tea. been friends for 30 years. You have friends that bang maybe. This Vertigo Baker. I love it. I love it. I guess Mrs. Curto could not get her Wi-Fi connected right away. Silly. But definitely, I think we're going to probably see Eric back tomorrow sometime. Or you could be seeing me. I'm drinking a spiced tea, says Skeezy. Yummy. I love spiced tea. How is everybody's holiday happening so far? Are we liking it? I know this can be a joyous time for a few and a bad time for others. And, I hope everybody's doing okay. What's the backstory on the new girl, Portia's friend? The backstory, Miranda, is that she wants to be on the show. So that's why she's overdoing herself a little bit. Like greeting them in a bikini in the door. Yeah. But, just like Sheree says, everybody has a past. Okay. Glenn Rice Jr. says hot or not, psycho or not. Yeah. Anyone else watch Younger? I like that show, says Vertigo Baker. I have Younger. Why have I heard that? I can't think of what that is. Fez Pancakes says I have to do a lot of homework. Hey, or just watch the trailer. We talk about other things. You don't have to do any homework. We want this to be fun. We don't want this to be an assignment. Who brings strangers back to their house? Cameras or not? Bad move, says Buffet Fan. I agree, but you know what? New York does it. All the ladies are doing it. There's some relaxed housewives. Yeah, that's probably the best word. Relaxed. I don't know. Yes, but anyway, I do hope everyone's having a good holiday. I don't want anyone to be, I know it's tough for some. I know it's tough when we're not getting along with our families. It's tough, finances can make it tough. Everybody should just really remember just kind of what the holiday is and just think of the people that you love and you care about. And it doesn't have to be about gifts, and you don't have to max out your credit cards just to get everybody a little something. If you're blessed and you have a nice circle of friends, you definitely should do a Secret Santa. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, make it exactly food and sparkles. I like that, Skeezy. Make it about the food. I love, one of my favorite Thanksgiving or holidays is Thanksgiving because I love the food. I love making my dishes. I love putting my love and my time into it. And that's just as good. One thing I also did too, instead of giving gifts one year, I baked. I made brownies. I made a few different types of cookies. I made little plates. You can even get, I think, those tins like at the dollar store, the Christmas ones, and just something that you created and made with your own hands is, just as good as an expensive gift. So just remember that, you guys, and everybody needs to just watch out for one another. And if you see somebody who's, could use a hug, give them a hug. That's what it's about. And I love it. The holiday food, yes, definitely. And if anybody knows food, it's Princess Glammy. And hopefully we will have her back next week. Again, probably going to be tougher. I know you're definitely going to have me. I may be on my phone. But I will be here for my Bravo show at least. My Survivor show ends this Wednesday. We got to decide what we're going to kind of put in that place for a little bit. We might just have a John show. I don't know. You guys let us know what you want. It could just be just John, just Comedy Jonah. Maybe they do a little stand up. I don't know. If you guys get bored, you can go to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Comedy Jonah. I think I have a stand up video on there. It's a few years old. But what's funny on there is you see my Survivor video audition, and it's pretty funny. I got really into the Bionic Woman, Bionic Man, Wonder Woman. I got all kinds of stuff in there, so it's really fun, I guess, to watch. And when I watch it, I always realize I'm a little heavier than I am now, too. So it's nice to see that the training is working. Working out with a trainer. So yes, so definitely. I love to cook. I love to share recipes. Again, you can find me at Comedy Jonah. I'm everywhere on social media. You can also find me at Your Reality Recaps. But I'm Comedy Jonah on Facebook, Twitter, everything. Just, you need a little hug. You need a little, virtual hug. I'm here for you. I try to answer as many tweets as I can. The John Show would be great, says Crazy Cats. Oh, we might have that. Might be on the pulse with Comedy Jonah. We don't know. It could be on the pulse with anything. Yeah, whatever you guys want. A little call-in show, little this, little that. We used to play the Bionic Man Woman on the playground in grade school, says Love Riley. So did I. I did too. And I loved it. When I was in grade school, I was the son of Wonder Woman and Superman. I was Wonder Boy, I think. Gosh, how old am I? I'm old. But yes, and I had the cape and everything, and all my mother said is she'd look out the window and I would just be twirling around in the backyard. Excuse me. Pecan pie or coconut pie? Did somebody say something about coconut oil? And I'm sorry if I missed it. I forgot what it was. What about cookies? We did cookies last night. So my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law were making the good, pretty cookies. I got stuck rolling out the sugar cookies and with the cookie cutters with all the kids, my nieces and nephews, and I was covered head to toe in flour. It looked like I was either selling cocaine or making cookies. Any SNL fans in the house? The cold open with Will Ferrell was brilliant on so many levels. Tina Fey and Amy are on this coming week. It was awesome as Will Ferrell as George W. Bush. I'm a huge SNL. I do improv comedy live in Seattle. I do stand-up in Seattle and Los Angeles. I think I'm going to be booked next month at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. But yes, starting to do more of that. Bye, Sherry Blackberry. John, thanks for hosting a lovely Bravo show. See you Wednesday. Yes, and that is a good segue to Wednesday. So Wednesday's our final Survivor show. We're going to talk about it's our pre-show party. But if you guys have tuned in, I lost a bet. So I'm going to be eating one of those eggs that have the partial, I think, duck in them. And I'm getting it at an Asian market tomorrow. And I have to eat it. I lost a bet. That is what everybody voted for. I think it was on Twitter. And I lost. And that's what I'm eating. So instead of spoilers tomorrow, because it's the last show, I don't want to say anything. I will be eating an egg. A half-developed egg. And yeah. It's not pretty, people. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to see the gagging and the, John, you better get some vaccinations and a puke bucket. Yes. I'll just make sure I drink my tea before. I don't know if might be some more. I don't know. Are you going to do the International District downtown to get your egg? It will be authentic. Yes, I am. Yes. Oh. Anyway, so yes, you want to tune in for that. Check out all of our shows. I think we've got Scream Queens is over, but we have Hotel tomorrow. Let me look really quick. Your Reality Recaps. Yes, Tuesday we got Scream Queens, which wrapped up last week, so I think Eric's going to be doing that, and American Horror Story. Wednesday, we're back with Survivor. And then Thursday, we're trying to do Big Brother couples. If there's a couple you want to see, get a hold of them. Tweet them, Facebook them. You know, if you guys want us to sit down and chat with them, we will be happy to. I know Eric has stories to share with Vanessa, seeing her in Vegas this last week. And then Eric and possibly me are back for the Reality Fan call-in show on Fridays. So, yeah, we are still here this week, people. Lots going on. You'll see me at my worst on Wednesday. And, you know, you got us to over 1,300. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate all the likes and the bars. Oh, my gosh. This is crazy. Megan, thank you so much. Window Kelly, thank you for all your bars. That's so awesome. Really, really appreciate it. I was looking forward to the show all day because, of course, I had a hectic Monday, too. I feel better. I hope you guys feel better. Remember, it's just the holidays. Don't take it too seriously. Try to enjoy it. And until Wednesday, thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful night and enjoy Adele tonight. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.